It's cold again, been here all night, matching faces to the crowds. Someone's daughter, someone's son, running out of borrowed time. Someone's daughter, someone's son, running out of borrowed time. The phone keeps ringing, let it ring. Another case, another sting. Digging deeper, finding less.
All right, folks, welcome back to MJ on Crime. I'm MJ, and today we're digging into something that I believe gnaws at all of us, cold cases. You know, those files that sit there gathering dust, waiting for new leads or for someone to care enough to crack them open again. So what makes a case go cold? It's not always about a lack of effort. Sometimes it's just bad timing, bad luck, or honestly, just too many cases and not enough hands. You got a crime, maybe a murder, maybe a disappearance, and after the leads dry up, the case just stalls. It's not closed, but it's not active either. It's in limbo, and that limbo, it can last decades. I mean, you look at the history books and you'll find cold cases everywhere. The Black Dahlia in LA, the Zodiac in the San Francisco area, even the Cleveland torso murderer. These cases span different eras and places, but they all share that same ache. Unanswered questions, families left hanging, cops who can't let it go. And it's not just the big headline cases. There are thousands of smaller ones too, tucked away in every city, every town. I recently interviewed a retired cold case detective who discussed a case from early in his career. He told me the file was thick, yellowed paper, faded photos, notes scribbled in the margins. It was a missing kid gone since the early 70s. He went on to say, I can still see the kid's face, you know, big brown eyes, dark hair, cut short. I remember thinking, how does a kid just vanish? The fact is, nobody had an answer. He told me that file, that case still haunts him today. He further said to me that I still sometimes wonder if I missed something. I was just a kid myself back then. He also told me, and this is interesting, it's hard for a cold case detective to retire because you're leaving with unfinished business still on the table, unsolved cases. Victims' families are still without answers. What more can you do? You hand your cases over to the new guy and say, hey, tell the so-and-so family I'm still praying for them. But here's the thing. Behind every cold case, there's a whole cast of characters. You have the investigators, of course, but also the suspects, the witnesses, and most importantly, the families. The families, man, they're the ones who carry the weight. Some mothers never stop setting a place at the table. Fathers who still drive the same route their kid took the night they disappeared. It's brutal. Not knowing it eats at these families. And the investigators, some of them, they never let go. I've heard of detectives who'd spend their own money, come in on their days off to chase down a lead. But it's not always a hero story. Sometimes the case gets passed around, new detectives come in, old ones retire, and the file gets heavier with every passing year. Public interest, that's a funny thing. Sometimes a case catches fire, media, podcasts, you name it. And suddenly there's pressure to solve it. Other times nobody cares beyond the detectives and the case fades away. But the families, they never stop caring. They keep pushing, keep calling, keep hoping. I've seen it, hope and heartbreak side by side. It's what keeps these cases alive, even when the public forgets. Now, here's where things get interesting. Technology, man, it's a game changer. I know I have brought this up a few times now, like I've said before. Back in the day, you had fingerprints, maybe some fibers, and a whole lot of guesswork. Now, DNA, digital forensics, cell phone records, you name it. Stuff we couldn't even dream of when I started out. We've seen cases cracked wide open because someone ran like an old cigarette butt through a new database or found a deleted text message that changed everything. I hope you can see by now that I have a lot of hope in new technology and its potential to solve crimes. There are more and more stories that kind of go like this. The case was cold for, 25 years? Then boom, a new DNA hit. Suddenly we had a name, a face, and a family that finally got some answers. It wasn't magic. It was just persistence and a little from science. That's the thing about cold cases. They're never really dead. All it takes is one break, one new set of eyes, or one piece of tech that didn't exist before. So why do cold cases stay cold? Sometimes it's the evidence, sometimes it's the system, sometimes it's just plain bad luck. But as long as there's someone out there who cares, an investigator, a family member, new technology, even an old cop turned podcaster, there's always a shot. That's what keeps me coming back. All right, that's it for today. Next time, we'll dig into another case, another story. Until then, keep asking questions. Somebody's gotta. Remember, folks, every crime has a story. My mission. Tell it.
Pictures spread across my desk. Same old questions, same cold stare. Nobody talks about what's left. Same old questions, same cold stare. Talks about what's left. Been here all night, matching faces to the crowds. Someone's daughter, someone's son, running out of borrowed time. Someone's daughter, someone's son, running out of borrowed time. I wonder if they're watching me from behind.